Hey Tim, when did you come?
Hi Kim, you are looking so excited.
Yes Tim, I am so excited because this is my favorite song of Taylor Swift. I love her. Her songs is my favorite ever.
Yes Kim, she is favorite to all music lovers.
Yes Tim, you are right. Do you love her songs?
I am a big fan of her.
Wow, I know about her life story.
Really. I know too.
Nice Tim. Let's have a conversation about her.
Sure, I love to talk about her.
Taylor Swift is an American pop and country music singer, songwriter, whose tales of young heartache achieved widespread success in the early 21st century. Her narrative lyricism, which often takes inspiration from her personal life and experiences, has received widespread critical praise and media coverage.
Yes, she is an inspiration to many of us. Taylor Allison Swift was born to Andrea Gardner Swift and Scott Kingsley Swift on the 13th of December 1989 in West Reading, Pennsylvania. Her father was a stockbroker, while her mother was a homemaker who brought up Taylor and her younger brother, Austin.
Taylor Swift's father worked as a stockbroker, but they also owned a Christmas tree farm in Reading, Pennsylvania, where Taylor grew up with her brother.
It makes sense why Christmas is her favorite holiday out of the whole year.
Yeah. Taylor Swift is in real life just how she is to her fans.
Exactly Kim. She treats everyone the same. She is just beyond nice, very caring, and she understands that what she does for a living is a privilege and does not take advantage of it like how some singers do.
That's why she has lots of fan base. Swift showed an interest in music at an early age, and she progressed quickly from roles in children's theater to her first appearance before a crowd of thousands. She was age 11 when she sang The Star-Spangled Banner before a Philadelphia 76ers basketball game, and the following year she picked up guitar and began to write songs.
Everyone had someone they look up to and admire. For Taylor Swift, it was none other than Shania Twain. When Swift heard Twain's music, she wanted to make country music. It gave her a sense of wonder and enjoyment that she had never felt before in her life.
But she treated like an outcast by her peers because she wanted to be a country singer in middle school. But Swift shifted her focus toward country music, inspired by Shania Twain's songs, which made her run around and daydream about everything. And she spent weekends performing at local festivals and events.
Superb. After watching a documentary about Faith Hill, Swift felt sure she needed to move to Nashville, Tennessee, to pursue a career in music. She traveled with her mother at age 11 to visit Nashville record labels and submitted demo tapes of Dolly Parton and the Chicks karaoke covers. She was rejected, but she said, "Everyone in that town wanted to do what I wanted to do. So, I kept thinking to myself, I need to figure out a way to be different."
It seems like she is strong mentally even in age 11.
You are right.
When Swift was around 12 years old, computer repairman and local musician Ronnie Creamer taught her to play guitar. He helped with her first efforts as a songwriter, leading her to write Lucky You. And in 2004, at age 14, she signed with Sony ATV as a songwriter.
She got her first chance in at venues in the Nashville area. She performed many of the songs she had written, and it was at one such performance that she was noticed by record executive Scott Borchetta. Borchetta signed Swift to his fledgling Big Machine label, and her first single, Tim McGraw, was released in the summer of 2006. The song was an immediate success, spending 8 months on the Billboard Country Singles chart.
And in age 16, Swift followed, with a self-titled debut album, and she went on tour, opening for Rascal Flatts. Taylor Swift was certified platinum in 2007, having sold more than 1 million copies in the United States.
Funny thing about Taylor is when she is looking for a great snack. After a long performance, she turns to the delicious treat of cheesecake. It is her favorite food.
Cheesecakes. Mine too. She emerged as country music's most visible young star and received the Horizon Award for Best New Artist from the Country Music Association.
Taylor Swift was only 14 years old when she wrote Our Song. She played the song at her 9th grade talent show. It went on to hit number 1 on the charts, and the music video was also named Video of the Year at the 2008 CMT Music Awards.
Swift's second album, Fearless, released in 2008. She demonstrated a refined pop sensibility, managing to court the mainstream pop audience without losing sight of her country roots, with sales of more than 500,000 copies in its first week. Fearless opened at number 1 on the Billboard 200 chart.
Singles such as You Belong With Me and Love Story were popular in the digital market as well, the latter accounting for more than 4 million paid downloads.
That year also Swift dominated the industry award circuit. Fearless was recognized as Album of the Year by the Academy of Country Music in April, and she topped Best Female Video category for You Belong With Me at the MTV Video Music Awards in September.
At the CMA Awards, Swift won all 4 categories in which she was nominated. Her recognition as CMA Entertainer of the Year made her the youngest ever winner of that award, as well as the first female solo artist to win since 1999.
You Know What Tim? She began 2010 with an impressive showing at the Grammy Awards, where she collected 4 honors, including Best Country Song, Best Country Album, and the top prize of Album of the Year. Taylor Swift became the youngest artist in history to win Album of the Year for her sophomore album Fearless.
Later Swift made her feature film debut in The romantic comedy Valentine's Day in 2010.
Although Swift avoided discussing her personal life in interviews, she was surprisingly frank in her music. She loves anything and everything in Disney. Taylor has even described herself as obsessed with Disney cartoons. She was even the voice for one of the characters, Audrey, in The Lorax.
This shows she is a young woman that enjoys things that are heartfelt and thoughtful. Though in the year 2016 and 2017 Swift faced many controversies. She released the hit song, Look What You Made Me Do, and her album Reputation became the top-selling American LP of 2017. In 2018 Swift left Big Machine and signed with Republic Records and Universal Music Group. The following year her former label, which owned the master recordings of her 6 albums, was sold to Scooter Braun.
In 2019 Swift released her 7th album, Lover, which she described as a love letter to love itself. That year she also appeared in the musical Cats, a film adaptation of Andrew Lloyd Webber's hugely successful stage production. Miss Americana is a documentary about her life and career.
Lover is my favorite.
Mine too.
Then with little advance notice, she released Folklore in 2020. A departure from her previous pop-inspired work, Swift's 8th studio album drew praise for its introspection and restraint, and it won the Grammy for Album of the Year. The sister record, Evermore, appeared later in 2020.
Taylor Swift has won 11 Grammy Awards from 32 nominations. She is the second youngest person to win the Album of the Year award and the 12th female artist with the most awards.
You know one thing, the AMA recently named her Artist of the Decade. She has staying power with her audience.
Taylor keeps churning out hit after hit.
That's why there doesn't appear to be anything slowing her down. Taylor Swift's favorite color is purple and Taylor also likes sparkling colors. She called her cats a joy to live with, adding, they're very dignified. They're independent. They're very capable of dealing with their own life.
Get to know Taylor Swift's cats and you'll probably become a cat lady too. Olivia Benson has an estimated worth of at least $97 million.
Other than her career, she has dated and broken up with a lot of famous dudes. She has dated Harry Styles, John Mayer, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Connor Kennedy to name a few. Taylor Swift has stated that she has written songs about all of her ex-boyfriends.
So this is a list of who was the inspiration for what song, what interviews she talked about it in the song. I Knew You Were Trouble is reportedly written about Gyllenhaal.
So boys, be aware. If the relationship doesn't end well, she will probably write a breakup song about you. And the number 13 follows her everywhere.
I know. Taylor Swift is incredibly superstitious. The number 13 is her favorite number, claiming it is her lucky number.
Which is why this number is on virtually everything she owns.
She has a number 13 decal on the nose of her jet and even writes 13 on her hand before every show.
Some of the reasons why Taylor claims it's a lucky number is because she was born on the 13th. Taylor's first record achieved gold status in 13 weeks. She even goes as far as noticing her first #1 song had a 13-second introduction.
This is a little crazy. She is the queen of her own kingdom. I love her so much.
Me too. I want to see her as a person at least one time.
Yes, me too.
Hope for the best.
Yeah, Tim.